Hello. I don't know why the camera is over here. What the frick? I don't know why the camera's over here now. I also am not sure why lip syncing is not working. Give me 1 second. Okay, we got this thing. Okay, that works. And then what? And then you got, oh, what the heck? Can't even see this. I can't even see this stuff. Okay, and then I put the window right here. Check this out. Windows, we got the chat right there. And that's good. And now I have to figure out the camera setup. No, it's been like a whole month since I've since I've done VR fishing, so I don't really know where this stuff should be set up. Is this good? I wonder if it got rid of my settings or something, because it was like, oh, you haven't logged in so long. Okay, what if I put this here? And okay, it was more like over here. And then okay, camera, third person camera. Okay, what the frick? Selfie camera, static camera, and then I have to move this one over there. This doesn't look right. Put this down. I put this down here, and then I move this one. Is that? Oh, this looks more correct. It's still wrong, but it looks more correct. Is that good? Is this good? This seems more correct. Okay, and then you have to make it a bit farther away. Oh, like that. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is the classic situation right here. This looks great. Okay, I think this is close to how it used to be. Maybe I'll have it a bit more like this. No, it's got to be like this, right? This is good. This seems good. This seems good. Look at that. Perfect situation. Okay, what if we have it a bit more like this? What if it was like this? Is that good? Is this good? I think that's good. Okay, and then I hide the camera, right? How do I hide this display? Viewfinder. Do not enable. Okay. Okay, we've set up various things, and now it's time for me to greet everyone. Welcome Stream Elements, welcome Stanley, Duck, Resetter. Also thank you Resetter for the subscription, 19 months. Welcome Delicious Smile, Rojo Mild, Altchkar, CL, Deffins, Saw. Hope you had a good birthday, CL. Anyway, can you believe that we've only done one fishing this month, and it's today? The last time I did fishing was like literally August. It's been like 3 or 4 weeks without fishing. That's kind of messed up. It's like 4 weeks, I think. Welcome, Chaos Ryan. Well, we're back on the lake. Had to set up a bunch of stuff. Some things reset. Computer updates, I guess, probably were installed. I gotta disable that indicator because it's gonna show up whenever I look somewhere. Okay, let me set that up. Let me disable the indicator. That's good. Okay. I'm going to be there in Ame's last stream. I'm not going to be in the stream. I don't know if I can even watch it live, because I think like my uncle has a birthday on that day, so I might have to like go to a restaurant or something. It's kind of messed up. Can't even watch the stream live. I don't know if I'll be streaming on Monday, because if we are in fact going to a restaurant for my uncle's birthday, that would be on Monday, and I would not be streaming. Anyway, that's besides the point. Okay, we're fishing. Yeah, last time the summary of the last month is that I think I did the fishing stream in August, at the very end of August, and the week after that I got sick, and then I missed a stream, and then the week after that I was like still kind of sick, so I skipped that one, and then the week after that I feel like my voice was still kind of recovering, so I was like, let's do a Wooloop stream instead. And then the week after that, which is last week, I had just installed new internet, which I'm using now, by the way. It's pretty good now. And so I was like, I don't want to do VR fishing because like my router isn't fully set up, and you know, internet issues, I don't know. But now we're here, and everything has been resolved. I'm no longer sick as long as I'm aware. I don't know, I don't think I'm sick. I might be sick in some ways, but I don't feel as sick as I was. And also my internet is really good right now. Look at it. Look at how good it is. Bitrate, it's up there. It could be higher even. I could set this to 5,000. It's at 4,000 right now. Haven't dropped any frames, been live for 13 minutes. I do notice sometimes when I go live, I'll drop like 50% of frames. It's only happened like twice. But then if I disconnect and reconnect to Twitch, it works fine. So like, I don't know what it is. I wonder if it's like my ISP has some kind of thing that's like, oh, you haven't used a lot of upload recently. Let's throttle you until the next time you do it. And so now I've gotten into the habit of testing my internet beforehand. So Twitch has a thing where you can stream without going live. And so before I actually go live, I turn on the test mode. I stream for a few minutes, and then it looks all good, and then I stream for real. So that's something. I've never had to do that before. I don't know if it's like some kind of Verizon thing. Some people on forums have mentioned that Verizon does sometimes throttle their upload, and I wonder if this is it. There's something like that, yeah. It's like a bandwidth test mode. You can test your upload without going live, and then there's like a whole like Twitch dashboard that shows you like your connection status and like how many drop frames you had and all that. It's pretty useful. Anyway, but it's all resolved now. And looks pretty good. Remember last time I went fishing and I had all these fish here? Hold on, let me get these fish. Check this out, everyone. I can recenter this, and then I can walk around. Look at how unusual this is. I'm actually facing this way. My computer's right here, but now it's on that side. Okay, and then I can grab all this stuff. Something happened? Oh, I'm fishing. Okay, I'm very disoriented now, because in my typical situation, my computer's over there. But I've recentered everything, and so it feels like I'm facing my computer, but I'm not. That's how VR works. VR, you can center things. Yeah, the fish have been there for a whole month. Can you believe that? Do you think they're still alive? If we throw them back into the water, they will still be alive. They'll be out there swimming, having a great time. That's the smell. You can smell this? I can't smell this. Imagine if you could smell in VR. Could not be me. I could not imagine the smell. But maybe you can. The smell of rotting fish in VR. It's kind of like how, you know, like if you don't play Animal Crossing for a few months, you get like cockroaches, and your villagers get like upset at you. In the old games, they would move out, and like your hair would mess up, and you would have weeds in your town, etc. It's kind of like this, but you know, VR fishing, nothing really changes. If we're not here, this lake doesn't even exist. Time does not pass in this world if we are not here to experience it. It's kind of like, if a tree falls in a forest, does it make a sound? It does, however, we only know that because we've observed it. It's like the Schrodinger's cat. Okay, so we put the fish back here, right? Grab... Okay, this is like unsettling, because usually there's like a wall here. It's like a cabinet, and I normally can't walk over here. But now I can. Okay, we put all these things on here. Simply so that we can launch them, okay? There's a chair in the way, so I can't grab this fish. No, I can go under. Grab this fish. Grab, oh, there's a table in the way. And we launch them. Now some of them have no... Oh, look, that one disappeared. It actually went back here. Okay, now there's something here. Okay, this is a cabinet. Okay, let me recenter myself. Alright, now this is the correct front of the boat. This is what you're all used to here. Okay, put this fish back here. Get launched. And this fish is right here. Launch it. Okay, we've launched all the fish. I played a bit of the GameCube Animal Crossing today. Still don't have a fishing rod. What made you decide to start playing it? Because, like, if you, like, look at those old games, they feel so outdated, right? There's so many systems, so many inconveniences. Remember the old Animal Crossing games where you would need to, like, put items in your mail because you don't have, like, enough item slots? And, like, every fruit took up one item slot instead of stacking. Man, those were some times. And the villagers used to actually be mean. I remember. Anyway, it's been a while since I've been in VR. I was kind of worried that I would be like, you know, like a little bit motion sick, but it's kind of fine right now. It's like after not having experienced being in VR in a while, you're like, do I still have it? Can I still withstand the thing? It's kind of like how with COVID, right? Remember when COVID first started being a thing and people stopped going outside as much? Like, I had not been in a car or a bus or whatever in a long time. And then after it was safe to go outside, and I went into a car, I got car sick so easily. I think my brain was like, I'm not used to this. What the heck is, what is a car? This thing is moving? How can I be sitting still and be moving? That's unusual. It didn't get so bad that I threw up though, so that's good at least. But it takes some getting used to. Welcome, Ronmu. That'd be fun to stream. Also, I like the villagers a lot more in the old games. Do you play it on a real GameCube? Or an emulated GameCube? What if they added that to the... You know how like the Nintendo Switch 2 is gonna come out eventually? What if they had like GameCube? Classic GameCube games. Kind of like how they have GBA games and SNES games. They could have GameCube. They can have the original Animal Crossing there. That'd be cool. I do have to go out and get groceries. Yeah, you know, now that I'm going outside, I do buy groceries. It's kind of nice being able to go out, buy things, bring them home. Yeah, the villagers in old Animal Crossing are a lot nicer. And by nicer, I mean meaner, which is in some ways actually nicer. Because like the latest Animal Crossing, they're too nice. They will never yell at you, they'll never get upset. unrealistic, and they always say the same things. It's always like, I saw you dug up some fossils the other day. Wow, you say this every day. Welcome, Cole. Emulated, I can't play on my Wii on stream since I don't have a capture card. Oh no. What if you got one though? Capture card, they're pretty cool. Delicious Smile has been playing with homebrew. As expected. Common thing for people to do. Anyway, hey, look, a fox. We haven't seen that in a while. You probably can't even see it. It probably looks like a dot. You probably just see like a little blob on the screen. But I see it. I know. It's there. Yesterday, when I was coming home from the office, the train was so delayed. It was very bad. Normally when I go to like the train station and like it transfers, it's like, you know, you wait like 5 minutes, right? Can you believe this time I waited like 40 minutes? There was like a train that was stuck somewhere. It's like a train stuck in the station, and they're like, we can't move the train because there's another train stuck in the station. And I'm like, what the heck? And then the platform got really crowded because, you know, when trains don't arrive, people show up, they stand on the platform, they wait. It gets kind of dangerous. And so I was like, you know what? Rather than waiting, I'm gonna take a train going the other way, the opposite direction, and then if I see another train coming this way, I'll get into that train, and it'll be less crowded. This is a pro tip for you all. Also, like, if you ever go to Comiket in Japan, like, typically the train leaving Comiket is really, really crowded. What you do is you take a train going the opposite way, you take it one stop, and then all the seats are empty, and then you get a seat to sit on. Anyway, so that was yesterday. Waited for a while, and I saw when I got to the station that the train was stuck in, it had left at that point. But then I saw like people, like workers on the train tracks, they were like fixing something. I don't know if like a train got derailed or something. They're like, they were fixing the track. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I missed, I had to wait for many trains to pass by. Also, welcome Slime Molder, welcome Hamflow. Wait, did I welcome Slime Molder? I don't know if I did. I have to confirm. I have not. See, the original game in English is so small on real hardware you can remove the disc and still play an N64 port. I see. Animal Crossing. Classic game. Everyone loves Animal Crossing. Not the latest game, but you know, the previous ones. The latest game, you know, if you like designing, that's a game. Otherwise, it's not that good. Just make sure you don't gotta pay double when reaching the end of the loop or it comes back. They've started charging a second ride around here recently, so trick doesn't work. You're not using a pass. But they, like in Japan, they only charge you if you leave the station, so that's fine. And in New York, you get a single ride. You can take the train wherever. It's totally allowed. It is within the spirit. Sometimes they even tell you to do it. What the? I failed to catch the fish? They gave up on it so fast. On what? What was I saying? Oh, Animal Crossing? Yeah. I was talking about Animal Crossing. But yeah, that was yesterday. And then none of the usual streamers I watch were streaming. Because ChocoJax is like, I guess, returning from TwitchCon. And Hamflow was not streaming. And I was like, what the heck do I do? What do I even do? And then I played a bunch of Inscription off stream. And I was like, I played some more Inscription. I made a lot of progress. And then it got to this part that was like different. And I was like, wait a second. This is the kind of game this is. No spoilers, by the way, but I was thinking like, man, I should have been streaming this. I thought this game was just like a a deck building roguelike or whatever. There's okay, is that spoilers? I got to it's different. There's other stuff. And like I didn't get to stream my reaction. You would have had a lot of like, wait, oh, what the frick? What the heck is this? Is this happening? There's a very cool scene where, okay, remember the three animals that talk to you? Okay, like one of the bosses, the quote-unquote last boss, I beat that last one. My final turn, I played all three of those. And a Mothman. And the three of them destroyed the thing, you know, the big thing at the end of the of the card game. It was so poetic. I got all three of them. They're all there, and they all lived. Anyway, that was fun. I had to save scum many times though. I died, and then I was like, okay, what if I close the game and reopen it, and then you get to play it again? And I did that like 10 times before I finally beat the boss. Anyway, fun times. I got to the different part. I solved all the puzzles. No, I did not solve any of them. I got to the part that was different, and then as soon as you could control yourself again, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna close the game. And then I did. Why support a game you pay for once when you could just work on gacha? What, Animal Crossing? But they closed the gacha too. Speaking about playing games off stream and cards, Balatro for mobile comes out tomorrow. So true. Man, there's so much stuff to do. You could like, I could buy Balatro and play it on iPad, and then I'm like, then what do I do? I have no time. There's so many things happening. Amelia Watson graduation, a bunch of streamers' birthdays, you know? I'm like, what if I want to draw stuff for these situations? And then you have Inscription that I want to play, you got Balatro. So like coming up literally just like this week and next week, you know? This week Ellis has a birthday. I was like, maybe I want to draw something for that. And then Amelia Watson graduates, and then Mint Phantom has a birthday. And then Choco Jax has his birthday next week, or like on the 5th or whatever. That's too many things. There's too many, so many. I can't do all. I guess I could do all of them, but I don't know. I have no ideas. If you didn't solve some of the puzzles, do you now find a circular friend? I do not even know what that means. So, circular friend. What's circular friend? The ball? The eyeball? The clock? Circular friend? I don't know. Maybe maybe I forgot. I got several though. Yeah, we need more time. Okay? It's like in the next week there's like 4 things happening. Can you believe Amelia Watson's... I guess she's not quote-unquote graduating, but like, you know, pretty much, I'm gonna call it retiring. Because like, if you say graduation, people are like, oh, it's not technically a graduation, because like, you know, it's like a different thing. And then I'm like, okay, then what do I call it then? I could say retirement. Because, you know, with retirement, they're still around. They still exist in some way. She's doing the German thing, but she's not. It's like, it's kind of like that, but also kind of not. It's been 4 years, and yet it feels too soon. So true. Remember all the good times we had. Look through various videos and been reminded. Oh, I remember the one that happened. I remember when she had this stream, when she was playing this game, and I drew art of that game. And she had this collab and all this stuff. That's good. That's good stuff. And I missed the gremlin screech. Yeah. Anyway. But that's next week, okay? That's on Monday. That's gonna be so far away. What if it just doesn't even happen, you know? We come, like, Monday just, like, never happened, you know? We're stuck on Sunday. Because, you know, she is a time traveler. She could simply just go back in time and then change the timeline. I don't know. Welcome, De Niro-kun. Hard to believe it's been 4 years. It has, in fact, been 4 years. It's so long, though. You know, for a VTuber, 4 years, that's, like, pretty good. It's, like, longer than most VTubers. Most VTubers, I feel like it's, like, 2 years, 2 to 3 years. 4 years is, like, you're, like, ancient, you know? You're so old. Imagine streaming for 4 years? Couldn't be me. What if she goes back in time to 2020? Maybe. Maybe she will. Maybe it's the same Ahmed. It's like in you know, on Monday she's gonna be like, okay, goodbye, and then she goes back in time, and then she goes back to pre-debut, and then we'll have 2 Ahmed. Yeah, it's like a time loop. But then she's like, I gotta warn the other Amelia Watson from the past to not allow small Ahmed to show up. Welcome, Cass. What if that was it? What if on Monday she's like, you know, goodbye, and then small Ahmed takes over, huh? She's gone, but small Ahmed is still no. No, that's not gonna happen. But what if it did, though? Wouldn't that be cool? She would still be here. I don't know. Probably not. Anyway, that's happening. Did I welcome Stanley? I don't know if I did. You were here, right? You were here. Yeah, you were literally the first one. I have, in fact, welcomed you. Oh. What the? Oh, I accidentally went into a menu. You don't see this, but I'm in a menu right now. I accidentally tapped the left button twice. Alright, we're good. Anyway, what else is going on? What are we doing here? It's gotten really cold recently. Like, literally, when I went out yesterday morning, it was like low 60-degree Fahrenheit. And, you know, in the past, it's always been like low 70s or like mid 70s or like maybe even 80s. But now, I had to put on long sleeves for the first time this year since winter. It's very unusual. I was not used to it. I was walking around and it was like cold, and I'm like, is this normal? Is it normal to be cold? I mean, I guess I wasn't cold, but it was colder than usual. The first hurricane of the season in what area? In Florida? I guess they're usually like around that area. I don't know. But takes some getting used to. And then before you know it, it's gonna be winter. I'm gonna be like, oh man, I miss when it was like light outside at like 8 p.m. I gotta notice, MetaQuest, turn on the lights in your room. You may lose tracking soon. What do you mean? Is it too dark? Oh, is it because it's getting dark outside? No. Welcome, Liquid Cake. I wore trousers at work today. Trousers? You mean long pants? Is that how British people refer to long pants? Trousers? Maybe. It is. I wear long pants like all the time when I go outside. So it's normal for me. But long sleeve shirt, it's been the first time since winter. You call them pantaloons? No, you're wrong. You call them trousers. Trousers. Isn't that the enemy in Mario? He's like a turtle, but he's like the king. Remember that guy? Trouser. I remember. Seen many a trouser. It's the guy who's down B, he jumps in the air and then he does like a slam. And his neutral B is like a fire breath. And Britain, of course, pants are what you wear under your legwear, unless you're Superman. Pants. Isn't that kind of weird how, like, pants in, like, British and Japanese refer to your underwear? But then in, like, American English, it's, like, just your pants. It's just, like, the thing you wear over your underwear. Your overwear. The new Quest 3S got announced. Didn't see the Quest 2 anywhere. Some people may need to update their Throne pages. I didn't even know the Quest 3S was a thing. I'm still on my Quest 2. It's fine. It's Bowser. No, that's Trouser. That's a different guy. So different. It feels kind of weird wearing a VR headset. Like, it feels strangely heavy on my head. I guess, like, after having not worn it for, like, an entire month, it's like, man, this is strange. What if my neck muscles have become weaker because I haven't needed to support a VR headset on my head? What if this is, like, bad? Bowser. Anyway, those are some things that are happening. What else has been going on? What else even? Been skipping neck day. Yeah, you know, usually Wednesday is neck day. So when I'm streaming and I put on the VR headset and it's kind of heavy. But I haven't done it this entire month. And this will be the only VR fishing of this month. Can you believe it? Next week is going to be October, and then it's going to be like, whoa, it's spooky season. We got pumpkins, we got trick-or-treaters, we got scary... People are going to be playing so many scary games on Twitch. They're like, oh yeah, it's scary month. Let's play all the horror games. Not me. Welcome, Zoli. And be like, okay, let's go on itch.io. Let's play all of the horror slop indie games that are like low effort, but they're all there, all the popular games. That's all you're gonna see. You're gonna see a lot of Outlast, probably, because that's a popular horror game. You're probably gonna see a lot of what is that game? What is that game with the investigating houses with ghosts in it? That game. Mortuary Assistant, you're gonna be seeing that one. What is that game I'm thinking of? 4-player multiplayer. Phasmophobia, that's what it was. I haven't seen that game in so long. But I'm sure you're gonna see a lot of it starting next week. Probably gonna see a lot of Alien Isolation. I don't know. Is that a horror game? That is a horror game. Welcome, Namington. Probably a lot of Dead Space, right? That's a horror game. Not on my stream though, but other people's streams. Dead by Daylight, perhaps? That's a game. I can see Alien Isolation in my live channels already. That's so early though. Lots of sound alerts for Bustin'. It depends on what you're watching, okay? Probably only in the Mint Phantom channel. I doubt you'll hear it in many other channels. The Woozy. Lily Hop's Woozy emote, except it's like a ghost. Welcome, you. A ghost! Yuka, welcome, Yuka. I'm talking about ghosts. Spooky month will soon be upon us. And then before you know it, it'll be Thanksgiving. It'll be pumpkin spice season. People will be out there ordering pumpkin spiced foods and drinks. And then it'll be Christmas. And we'll be like, oh man, where did the time go? And then it'll be New Year, and you'll be like, oh man, can't wait to tune into the Amelia Watson New Year celebration. And then you turn on the stream, and it's like, oh, right. Right, that's not a thing anymore. Wow. That's sad. That's depressing. That's a thing, right? I remember the first year she did that, and it was like she's playing Fallout for like many hours. I remember that. The countdown streams, and then the second time there's like the small Ame 3D model, and they were doing a countdown. And it's like another one, they had like the VR chat map. It's good times. Welcome Matthias, welcome Grima. Do you remember? I remember. Guten Tag. Gluten tag. So true. I should be fishing. I have not been fishing. I've just been sitting and yapping. But thank you for reminding me that fishing is a thing that you can do. Alright, that's there. Is New Year's a Wolf Stream Day? It depends on when that is. Is it a Monday? If it's a Monday... Wait, actually, no, I guess I would not be in the office. Yeah, if it's not a Sunday, then I'll probably be streaming. Right, yeah, because I usually take the time off around the end of the year. So, like, work days don't even matter. True. In Britain, after Halloween, we celebrate burning one of our famous people at the stake. Who's that? Is that, Guy Fawkes? The guy with the mask? Remember? The 21st of September. That's it. I'm combining references. That's the dude. The V for Vendetta. The anonymous mask guy. Classic guy. John Vendetta. Welcome, Zoiteki. You didn't remember? I remembered. I remembered because people in chat reminded me. And then also, Gigi from Hello EN did like a whole karaoke stream where she sang that song for 8 hours. I didn't tune in, but I saw many posts about it on Twitter. Many people were like, can you believe Gigi sang this song? And then they started posting like a copy pasta about being stuck in a cardboard box, being crazy once. I was crazy once. I was stuck in a cardboard box, and then you think of rats, but it's not rats. It's Gigi. Tuesday is the 31st, so New Year's Day fishing maybe. Gunpowder, treason, and plot. V for Vendetta. Why is it V anyway? Is it because like V is the peace symbol? Is that a thing? G for Gigi Vendetta? Bayonetta? I don't know. I should stop torturing this fish. Get out there. Get back in the lake. So that you may be caught a second time. Maybe not even a second time. We might be catching the same fish over and over again. I don't know how many times we caught that same fish. Don't even know. Anyway, anyone planning anything for October? Is anyone gonna dress up? Cosplay? You know, people do cosplay on Halloween. It could be a spooky thing. Could be perhaps not a spooky thing. The fish likes being tickled, so it keeps coming back. Does it though? Does it really? I don't know if it does. Dressing as a wizard? Yo. What kind of wizard though? When you think of a wizard by default, like what do you think of? For whatever reason, for me, by default, I thought of like a wizard with like a tall blue hat. And the hat has like white stars on it. And he has a blue robe, wait, also yeah, and the white hair. That is my default wizard. When I think of a wizard, that's it. The other one is like, you know, you might think of Harry Potter style wizards. You might think of like Gandalf wizards. For whatever reason, for me, it's the blue wizard. With the white beard. Why is that? Was there like a famous wizard that was like that? The blue wizard? I think of Rincewind. I don't know what that is. On Halloween, I'll put on my pajamas and enter my bed. Merlin. Was Merlin a blue guy? Let's look it up. Merlin. 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 Do you think Merlin ever said, "Hey, I'm Merlin here"? Merlin. It's Merlin time. This is not, excuse me, this is not Merlin. This is a different Merlin, not TV show. Merlin, Merlin folklore. Ah, yes, this guy, this dude, Merlin. This guy right here. That's the class. Yeah, this dude, this classic Merlin. It's kind of messed up. Oh yeah, look at this guy. It's kind of messed up how like whatever that TV show was took over all the results for Merlin. Is this even Merlin? Is that even him? Why would anyone have a wizard hat when you could have a witch hat? Not everyone can just have a witch hat, okay? Some people, they need a wizard hat. Also, welcome Tag Barrel. I don't think I greeted you. Blue wizard, white beard, tall hat, golden stars. I see, I think of like the white stars though. But golden also works. The wooden staff is there. Disney Fantasia wizard. There's that too. Merlin is often depicted as blue. Yeah. That's like the default wizard for it. Actually, what is the wizard emoji? Does that have blue? Oh, it does! Look, even the default... Wait, some of these are purple. One of the default wizards emojis are blue. Emoji designs? What the heck? What the frick, Apple? This is not the same wizard. Now this is the wizard. Google, they understand. Samsung, you don't understand. Microsoft, that's the blue wizard right there. WhatsApp, they understand the blue wizard. Twimoji, you don't get it. Facebook, you don't understand. Joypix, oh, they had it right and then they changed it. Skype, even Skype got it right. This one's kind of disturbing. You look at this guy's face. What are those eyes? Oh, this is, I like this one. A wizard, a blob wizard. Yeah, the blue one. Is it 90s Merlin NBC show Family had the VHS 2 tapes thing? Or was it a movie broken up? I have not heard of it. Rincewind was a Discworld character. He wasn't good at magic, but maintained that being a wizard was a state of mind, not a function of your skills. I do not know what Discworld is. The bearded man in a cloak trope might be traced back to Odin. Not sure I've heard Odin being dressed in blue. Yeah, when I think of Odin, I don't typically think of a wizard. Also, welcome Props Not Jack. One of those Tumblr reading videos made me curious about wearing a wizard witch hat because it protects you from the rain and sun. I mean, like other hats do. Do you all hate those videos? I don't like the videos on YouTube that are just like people reading Tumblr posts or like Twitter posts or whatever. Sometimes I'll get recommended something that has like an interesting, like, you know, a title, and I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting. And then it's just like an AI voice reading like a subreddit. I'm like, this is stupid. If I wanted to do this, I would simply just read the post. Welcome Dopamine. Especially if it's AI generated. If it's like a human reading it, I'm like slightly less annoyed. But I'm still like, I could have just like read this. I feel like the narration doesn't do anything to me. It doesn't add anything that the text doesn't already have intrinsically. I don't know, but some people like it. Purple feels more witch-coded. Yeah, I feel like blue is like wizards. Purple makes sense for witches. There's a Fate Merlin 2. I don't even know. Did I remember? Yes. I remember that NBC show had Sam Neill in it. I do not even know who that is. They do feel bland and uninspired, but a human could have good vocal performance or narration. I don't think I've ever seen one of those videos where I'm like, I'm glad I watched someone narrate this. I listened to someone narrate this text post. It's like a similar vein of content to those videos that just summarize movies. I don't think I've seen those. Is that a common trend? There's some that do nice intonation, slightly voice acted. I don't know, I'm not convinced. But you know, they are popular, so clearly there is an audience for them. I just think that audience is not me. Anyway. Witches are black. Yeah, that's also a common color for witches. Black. Purple is PC98 Marissa. So true. Jurassic Park guy with... I've never seen Jurassic Park. Is that surprising? I feel like most people are familiar with Jurassic Park. But I have never seen any of them. I'm conflating voice actors doing Tumblr, Twitter posts in that category, like ProZD early days. Those, I think those are actually... Actually, I don't know, yeah, for some reason I'm fine when ProZD does it. Or like when that other guy, Sam Giamatti or whatever, when they do it, I like it. But like, when it's just some channel on YouTube, like, of like a regular... I guess they're regular people also, but... I don't know, why is that? Why is it okay if certain people do it? I guess because, like, they're professional voice actors and they... Also, it's not Paul Giamatti. What was that guy's name? Paul Giamatti is an actor. Who am I thinking of? There's, like, a guy who does voice acting. The guy... Oh, that guy. Gianni... Yeah, that guy. Gianni Matrigano. Is that the guy from Ultra Kill? He was also in Ultra Kill, right? I like when that guy does it. Also never lived on Tumblr, so I don't spot the funny content there. I have seen many a Tumblr post when I used to be on Tumblr. I have not checked Tumblr in years, but I used to. I was on there. A lot of funny content on there. I don't think I've seen Jurassic Park all the way through. Jurassic Park is pretty good, both the film and the novel. There was a novel? What the... All I know is that they're dinosaurs. And Chris Pratt is in one of them. And he's doing the pose where he's trying to stop 3 dinosaurs or something. Which clad in rainbow colors when? Probably already exists. There's a D&D guy whose voice I like that does them. I don't know. I don't know if I've seen it. Some people are built different. Flirting versus harassment. Yeah, I don't know what it is. There's something about the way they narrate that makes it more interesting than when other people do it. Cause like, you know, they're funny people. Maybe it's because of the things they choose to narrate and like the way they do it. It just sounds a lot funnier. Like additive. It's transformative in the sense that they've improved the content. Other times they're just reading it and it's like it doesn't add that much. But it is very subjective. Anyway, that's a thing. That's a genre of YouTube video. React court. But like when Northernlion does it, he's He's not just straight up reading the post. He's adding insightful commentary. It's like slightly different in some ways. Welcome, Nanuna. How does this game compare to the pinnacle of fishing game Sonic Adventure 1? You mean when you play as Big the Cat and you try to catch Froggy? I never understood that. I played it as a kid, I was very confused. I was never able to make it past the first stage of fishing, and I did not enjoy it, so... That's my impression, is that this is better, simply because I understand what's happening. Consider Sega Bass Fishing? I've never played that. I've never played it, so I don't know. Have I made it past the first stage in this game? I have. I have finished the game. Here's my proof. That trophy right there. That's the last fish. If you look through the list of actual fish, I probably have not even caught 1/3 of them. Simply because all I do is use the basic bait and stay in this one spot for the entire game for several hours, but it's good. It's still fun. There's fishing stages to promote Sega Bass Fishing, which came out around the same time on Dreamcast. Oh. But if it was promotion, they should have made it good. Like, kids can't understand that. I tried understanding, and like, I was like, why doesn't Big the Cat just jump into the water and grab the frog? He can do that. But no, you have to fish for him. For some reason. He's not even a fish, he's a frog. Why? Michael Crichton wrote Jurassic. Big on the whole has science gone too far trend. Kind of dropped out of the public consciousness once he made one about global warming. Michael Crichton? That name sounds familiar. I'm probably thinking of Crichton from Dark Souls 2. Crichton. Crichton? Crichton D's? Yes, chill. Did I welcome to my... I don't know if I did. Maybe. No, you were here, right? You were here. At the very beginning. Probably. Crichton? Michael Crichton? But why did they spell like Crichton? Also welcome Xseg. Michael Crichton. Check this fish out. Check out this. $2.93. You know what else people have been playing? Trading Card Game Shop Simulator. Have you seen that? It's kind of like a supermarket sim, except instead of running a supermarket, you run a card shop. I've seen a few people play that. You could also buy card packs and do gambling. That's a game, right? TCG shop, yeah, TCG Shop Sim. Anyway, I'm gonna hydrate. I'm gonna hydrate while you discuss this thing that I just brought up. Alright, I've hydrated. I saw someone play that. Was it Lily Hops? Is that why you posted that emote? Apparently the TCG in that game is a TCG the dev previously made. Oh. I thought they made it up specifically for the game, but it makes more sense. Smile. I saw a few people playing that. I was confused. I thought they were playing Tabletop Sim. No, it's a unique game. It's a game where you can set up shop, buy booster packs, sell the booster packs. You have people that smell really bad, so you gotta like buy deodorant, and you can spray them with the spray-on deodorant. You can have people play card games in your shop. I don't really know how that works, but that's a thing you can do. You can expand your shop. Do you get to open up the card packs and swap the good rare cards out for less desired ones and reseal them up and sell those to your customers? Yes. You do get to open up your own card packs that you purchased. And you can take the good ones and put them up for sale. And, you know, if you find a rare one, you could sell it for hundreds of in-game dollars. And you choose the price. You can choose to be very expensive or market price or cheap. Game shop owners should be able to pressure wash smelly customers. No, but then you would have water in your shop. And it would destroy the cards, because, you know, cards, they're not typically waterproof. You also get to buy and sell card-related accessories. You could buy, like, card sleeves and sell them. You could sell deodorant in your store as well. It's real. It's a game that's real. I don't know if I will play it, but if that interests you, you could watch someone else play it. Or you could buy it. You could buy the game if you really wanted to. So never buy boosters unless it's specifically for drafting, and never draft with strangers that make a worse deck to get the expensive cards. What? Do people win the cards from drafting? How does that work? You could have one of those decontamination tunnels? Yeah, but that's like... it's expensive. That sounds really expensive. What if they combined all the different, like, simulation game genres? You know, you could have Power Wash Sim, so, like, you know, someone's like, oh, I want to open a store here, but it's so gross, and then you power wash it, and then, you know, then there's like, oh, it's autumn, there's so many leaves outside. You get leaf blowing simulator, and then there's, like, a supermarket next door, you have, like, the supermarket sim, and they have the trading card game sim. So many things you could add into the same universe. Just think about it. Think about all the possibilities. You could have the Sims, you know, they could the people could be represented by Sims characters. If you don't triple sleeve your cards to make them safe to play underwater, your cards deserve getting hosed, both literally and metaphorically. Yeah, but that's money. Think of all the cards that are going to be in the shop. It's too many. When I drafted, you kept the cards you picked, so people took the expensive cards, lost, and left. What? They should make it so that you keep them if you win. I don't know. Take a card from a pack, pass the pack to the next player. Make a deck from the cards you got. Keep the cards at the end of the tournament. But then, yeah, then what's stopping people from just taking the expensive ones? Take the expensive ones and have buys during the tournament. Oh. That's the wrong incentives, though. What if someone gets, like, a super rare card that's worth, like, thousands of dollars? What would they do then? Wouldn't that be messed up? I don't know. I've never been really into card trading. Then I assume they get murdered. People are gonna be upset. Also, the fact that they have to, like, you know, actually use the card rather than, like, immediately sealing it in, like, a thing that prevents damage to it. I mean, I guess that you do sleeve the cards, but, like, You know, for really rare cards, surely you do special precautions, right? Get the heavy-duty stuff. Drafting has an upfront cost. There's prizes, usually packs for top 3. Usually like $5 to $20 entry fee, depends on boosters available and store to store. I see. There's like a whole subculture that I'm not aware of. I feel like the only time I've ever done anything like vaguely related to trading cards was like, you know, when Pokemon trading cards were first popular a long time ago. I bought some booster packs, I played them. I've only ever played the Pokemon trading card game like once in person, and it was very annoying to set up. I don't know. And then, after some point, I think as a kid, I kind of just liked the shiny cards. So like, my cousins and I, we would just buy a lot of like fake cards. We like knew they were fake cards. But like there were so many, we just like the drawings. We're like, oh, look at this shiny Charizard. You can easily tell it's fake because the quality of the cards is so low. But we're like, I don't care. It's like, you pay $5 and you get like 100 of them. And they're all shiny. So, so that's how it is. And I think that's cool. We just like the cards. And then like Yu-Gi-Oh was a thing. I played Yu-Gi-Oh a bit. People would bring their cards to school during lunch. You would duel people. I also had Digimon cards. Remember Digimon cards? No one remembers Digimon cards, but I remember them. I don't think they were that popular. Sometimes it's $50+ for rare boosters. What? A shop here started selling Japanese Pokemon booster packs. I got addicted for a while. Nice to have a Japanese collection. Do you ever collect the English ones though? I feel like there's like a whole genre of Twitch streams where people just open Pokemon card packs. And a lot of people like watching that. So like, yo, you got the rare, the Pikachu. Wow, that's crazy. Pikachu EX Maximum Special Edition entire card holographic. Let's see, like if someone got the dumb One Ring card that's worth $2 million in a draft, I assume they won't leave the venue in one piece. The card, the game known as, sorry, the anime known as One Piece. I can't even say words. Prize cards, fake cards are base. I want more Chinese proxy makers. I liked, you know, as a kid, fake cards were fine because like you get to appreciate the cards. The art on the Pokemon, you're like, oh, look at this one. It's my favorite Pokemon, and it's shining. I remember Digimon cards, don't know if they were even playable. They definitely were playable. I played one round of Digimon cards. I don't remember the rules, but it definitely existed. Proxy should be even more acceptable. Exactly. I just want to play the game, don't give a dang about collecting. Well, then you could play online. You could sign up for the online games. Yeah, Chia does Pokemon unboxing streams as well. I don't really get the appeal, but like, I don't know. Not specifically of her streams, but like of the Pokemon card unboxings in general. Maybe because like I'm personally not really into Pokemon or Pokemon cards. It's like I see a shiny card and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I don't know. See, I decided I would stick to Japanese cards just because it would be neat and I'm a weeb. It's possible. That's a valid way to do things. It's quite interesting that the holographic effects were different in the US and Japanese cards in the early days. Did anyone have a classic shiny Charizard? Shiny Blastoise. I feel like I knew a lot of people that had a Blastoise. But then if you saw a Charizard, it's like, holy frick. This guy has this crazy card. How is that even possible? The online games are even more expensive or time consuming? I guess that is true, because like, with physical cards you can trade them in person, you know, but online I guess you have to like buy the booster packs or like win them some other way. Grinding. The idea of unboxing gets me nervous if someone nervous damages a rare cards in the excitement. Yeah. I don't know, but like how much could they possibly be worth? How much is what is the most expensive Pokemon card? Is it like a first edition Charizard? Is there a rarer card than a first edition mint condition Charizard? Maybe. You see a shiny card in Magic the Gathering, you get mad since they self-ban. I never even thought about there being shiny cards in Magic the Gathering. I feel like I don't know if I've ever seen one. I feel like when I think of shiny cards, I just think of Pokemon or a Yu-Gi-Oh! But I guess it would make sense that Magic has them. Pretty much every collectible card game has them. Shima Panic said, my cousin had 3 to 5 of those first edition Charizards, sold them years later. But how much did he sell them for? Are they worth thousands or hundreds? Or tens of thousands? With an online game, you don't have to worry about feeling rude if you get up in the middle of the other person's turn to do something else. No, but then you're wasting their time. Also, I've heard one thing about online, like playing trading card games online, is that like sometimes in real life you can do like infinite combos or something, and like if you're playing it in real life you just have to do the combo once and then like demonstrate that you can repeat it infinite times. But then if you're like actually playing online, you can't, there's like no referee or like the other player can't be like, okay, I accept that this is an infinite combo. You have to like actually like do it like in the game, and then like there's a turn timer, so like even though your combo could be infinite, the game stops you. That's a thing. That's many differences between playing online. Many people have a weird fetish for that Charizard card, but it's very expensive. What do you mean by that? What does he mean? I think one of those something Paul brothers wore an expensive Pokemon card framed on necklace to a boxing match entrance. There was an Olympic runner, right, who had that, or a sprinter. He put like a holographic Charizard like in his pocket or something. I don't remember. Ignoring the Paul brothers, it was a Charizard that sold for 500,000 USD. Holy frick. Dang. That's a lot of money. Who the heck is gonna pay $500,000 for that? What the heck? Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel is so funny because I think a significant amount of losses are to turn timers. Classic. Just like in real life, most people lose real life because of timers in real life. It's scary. That's scary when you think about it. People simply running out their turn timers. Anyway. Card games, classic, everyone loves card games. Inscription. Remember when I played Inscription? That was cool. Did anyone play the Pokemon trading card game Game Boy Color game? That was a cool game. That was like the most that that's like the only time I really played that game. And by that game I mean the Pokemon trading card game. It was very fun. It's very accessible. 4 bills, 4 oaks. The story that I always tell about that game is like, I had like a summer program where they, you know, like in school, and they tell you to bring your own book to read. And then I brought the instruction manual for the Pokemon trading card game, Game Boy Color game. And I would just read them. They're like, yo, is that the Pokemon trading card game instruction manual? It was like 28 to 30 pages. It was good. I love to read the rules of the Pokemon trading card game. Let's see, yes, and I was so mad we never got that sequel here. There was a second one. That game was cool. In Magic the Gathering, the most expensive one is the One Ring, by nature of only being the only one printed. They only printed one of such card. Real most expensive one is Black Lotus for 800,000. Propnot Jack said the same thing, but Post Malone bought it for 2.6 million. Excuse me, those are different numbers. 2.6 million, 2.5 million, which one is correct? They only printed one in Elvish. What? Y'all remember when the first Pokemon movie and they gave like the Mew holographic card? How much does that sell for? Classic Mew holographic movie card. That was cool. I never got it, but I remember seeing it. Post Malone knows Elvish. Isn't Elvish dead? Isn't Elvish the guy who died sitting on a toilet? Isn't Elvish the guy who was the King of Rock? Was he the King of Rock? No, the King of Pop was Michael Jackson. Who? What was Elvish's title that he was known for? Elvish, classic Elvish. It might be a different Black Lotus for 3 million. Don't remember if the news was fraudulent. Holy Bursch. Oh, Black Lotus. I know that. I know that one. He was the King of Rock. Elvish Parsley. Exactly. Welcome Hometown. I remember Elvish. No, that was a guy. I don't remember him. Is this really the only VR fishing stream of September? It sure is. It definitely is. Oh, I accidentally centered myself again. Wait, what the? This is a different centering. What? Well, hold on. How did I do this? Why am I facing this way now? How? What did I press? Did I like hold down? What? Oh no. Oh no, what? This is so weird. I can't figure out what button I pressed. Very strange. So now the boat is facing my door. You know, like my door is right here. Typically my door is to the right side. I don't know how to undo this. Will there be another September? No, this is the last September. You know, you think like, oh, you know, he said the last one of September. Surely there will be a September 2025, right? Nope. This is the last September. It'll be August 2025, and you'll be like, can't wait for September. And then it's like August 31st, and then suddenly it just never happens. It's over. And you'll be like, oh man, that really was the last one of September. Wake me up when September ends, right? That's a song. I don't know if I've ever heard the song, but I am aware of the title of that song. I think the sequel had got as far as Team Rocket series Pokemon TCG2 Game Boy. There should be a button in the VR menu to reset, in which the center will be where you're standing. Well, I know there's one for like the Quest, but I think there's like one for Steam VR. And like the one that I accidentally reset was the Steam VR one. There's a button in the VR menu. In the VR menu. How do I go to the VR menu? Float in world. Show keyboard. Float in row toggle. Theater screen. I don't know. The Last September sounds like a JRPG game title. Do you know about Eternal September though? Was it September? Eternal September, or was it October? It's like a thing. That's the desktop menu, bottom left. Oh, recenter. Recentering. Wait, but okay, so I have to like face it this way. I have to face this way and then press this. Okay. But now... Wait. But this is wrong. Wait. This is not it. Okay, now what if now I do this again? And this should be the center. No, it's not it. Something is weird here. Did I like turn around in the game? Is that even possible? Is there like is there like an in-game turnaround that I accidentally pressed? This one? This? Turn right. I know I did that. I definitely just did that. Wait, what if I face... Wait, I'm so disoriented now. Okay, my this is here. I did it twice. But it is not actually the thing. Okay, what if I go here, right? This is this. Okay. And then now this way, this is the correct way, but then like the front is here. Okay, and then what if I then reset my quest? Oh, hold on. Okay, so now this is the quest direction. Okay, and then if I do it again, this is probably so confusing. Okay, now I go this way again, and I recenter to this one. It's not it. And then I do this. No, it doesn't work. I don't know, whatever. You know what? I'll just do this. What if I do this? And then, okay, now this way is the front. This way is the front. What if I face this way? Sorry, this is probably very uninteresting. It'll be like, oh, what's he even doing? I'm here to hear him yap about card games, and now he's out here. He's out here. I don't know what am I doing. Okay, so now I'm facing. Now this here is my computer, which should be the front, but then it's not. So if I do this, I'm once again facing this way. Alright, what if I look it up? I hate when like you accidentally press something and like it ruins everything. You ever do that? Like you ever like accidentally activate a gesture in an app or something, or like you change some setting and there's like no way to find out what you pressed and like how to undo it? Okay, catch and release. I don't even know if I did it in catch and release. Catch and release, recenter? Is that a thing? How do I recenter the view? Press and hold the center of the left trackpad. Well, that's HTC Vive. That's a different thing. And then he said thanks. Okay, that doesn't help me. Center of the left trackpad. Oh wait, that is it. Wait, what the frick? That's a button? Hold on. Okay, it works now. You can press and hold the, it's like how on like a PlayStation controller you hold in, it's like L3 or whatever. It was that. I guess I accidentally pressed L3. Okay, now it works. Man. Okay, but then now, like, now I'm like farther back than I normally am. So what if I recenter here? Oh. Okay, no, this is good. And then if I go backwards, and now the typical place I stand, okay, everything is good now. Takes notes. So true. Alright, that took much longer than I thought, but I figured it out. Anyway, what was I talking about? Cards? Card games? Pokemon, trading card game. Didn't that also get released on the Nintendo Switch Online NES games collection? Or not NES, the Game Boy, whatever. That's a thing, right? That's a cool game. Do they have one of those for, like, other series? Trading card games, but, like, in a game. Like, in an actual game. Those were fun. It takes all the stress out of playing in person. You don't need to deal with physical cards. And I don't mean like online only, because you know, they got the online only games. They got the games that are against CPU. It's got like a whole story mode. Wait, I remember there was a Monster... You remember Monster Rancher? I remember. There was like a Monster Rancher like card game, but like the card game was in a video game. You remember that? I played that. It was on the Game Boy Color. Hold on, let me look it up. Monster Rancher card game. Card game. Game Boy. Yeah, the Game Boy Color, the Monster Farm Battle Card. Monster Rancher Battle Card GB. This game was really fun. I remember playing it, like, you play it, and then, like, you like, beat the tournament or whatever. And then, like, you go back in time. Something like that, right? You like, go... Hold on. What was the story of this game? I don't know if I ever truly beat this game. But I remember being like, man, the story of this is surprisingly deep. Yeah, like, you go into a dungeon and they, like, battle other players. Hold on. And then here's spoilers, by the way. I think at the end of it, like, you spend all your time getting, like, the best cards. You fight different enemies. And then I think the part where I stopped is, like, at some point, after you beat enough things, you give up your entire deck and you have to start over. I don't know if that was the end of the game. But I remember when I got there, I don't know if I cried. I probably didn't cry, but I was like, oh, this is kind of sad. Monster Rancher card game. Is there, like, a video on this? Can someone, Monster Rancher Battle Card... Battle Card GB. I want to read about this. Y'all remember GameFAQs? When people would put cool tutorials. Walkthrough. Let's go to the walkthrough. Classic walkthrough. You get Silver Ring, you go to the old ruins. Man, this was a cool game. Monster Hunter Battle Card GB. Yeah, look at it. Oh, they got that Mochi. Remember Mochi? Get these. Oh, I remember this Golem card. This was fun. That was a cool game. Monster Rancher always had a gimmick where you put an audio CD in your PlayStation. Different CDs would give you different monsters. It did not have anything like that. I think that was unique to the PlayStation game. Imagine a new game plus for a card game where they gave the final boss a deck from your previous run. Well, well, well. They probably do. They might, in fact, have something. I don't remember if they did, but maybe. Man, I kind of want to, like, see a video of this game. Is there like a plot summary? Monster Rancher Battle Card GB. It was good. They did release... Didn't they like re-release the Monster Rancher PlayStation game on the Switch at some point? And then like since there's no CD card reader on the Switch, they had like... You would enter the serial number or like a barcode, a number or something. I don't know. They did something like that. Monster Rancher Battle Card GB, the movie. So true. Okay, what happens in this game? Gameplay. Reception. I want to see the plot. No one cares about the plot of this game. I care about the plot. Monster Rancher Battle Card GB 2000. Does the Wikipedia article have a summary? The game consists of a character traveling to dungeons to obtain sacred stones needed to generate new monster cards and fighting ranked battles to increase their level to unlock new dungeons. After achieving the maximum rank and completing all the dungeons, a new dungeon is discovered after defeating its boss. A player has the option of starting a new game plus, during which his normal deck is locked until he reaches the final dungeon. Oh, that's what I did. I guess I did beat the game. You get New Game Plus, and you get your normal deck after you reach the final dungeon again. Oh. Interesting. Maybe there's a long play of it. I would have thought so, but like... What if I go to videos? Walkthrough. Let's watch this walkthrough. Watch on GameSpot. What? I don't know, whatever. This is besides the point. But if you ever had the chance to play this game, I think it's cool. It might not even be that cool. I might be misremembering, you know, because children remember a lot of things from their childhood fondly. Sorry, adults remember many things from their childhood fondly. It's like, what if this game was actually bad? But like, since I remember it as a kid, I'm like, oh, this was fun. Also, welcome Papa Froeg. There's probably a lot of things like that. You know, they didn't think of quality of life functionality. They didn't think about good things for the player. They just want to extend your playtime. People remember the 21st night of September. Do you, though? Do you, in fact, remember that day? I don't. I don't remember it at all. Nearly all the games from my childhood are like that. What was the best game? Does anyone remember, there's a game called Azure Winds, I think? Hold on, is that the name of it? Make sure I'm not making this up. Azure Wind? Azure Wind. No, what am I thinking of? Game? Azure Winds? There's like one, you're like a tower. Azure Dreams! Yes! There was one for PlayStation, but the one I played was for Game Boy, or like, yeah, it was for the Game Boy Color. I played this one a lot. Azure Lane, that's a different game. Welcome Kari Kari Banko. Billy Hatcher, I have never played it, but I have seen it. Azure Dreams, this was a really good game. It was really long too. There was like a dungeon and like, you go to the top floor and then like once you go to the top floor, then you find out there's like a dungeon and then you go like the negative levels and then like at some point you get to skip floors and then like I got to the last boss. It was all a blur to me. It's kind of like a roguelike, right, in some ways. You go to the dungeon is randomly generated every time. You get monster eggs, you get to like hatch the monster. You develop your town. Man. And then like I exploited the AI of a boss and like killed it easily even though I wasn't strong enough. Because it would just keep trying to attack me, but then my like minions were there and they would attack them. I don't know. It was cool. It's a cool game. Reception. Game Boy. As Your Dreams for the Game Boy Color. A lot of games like that. You know, a lot of people might have played games that were like a little bit obscure. Like, I feel like this game is somewhat obscure. In the sense that I don't know if many people have heard of it. Getting Monster Eggs was so cool. So true. Yeah, look at that. I remember this guy. And like the main character was kind of like, he kind of had a bit of an attitude. I remember. Man, a lot of cool games from back in the day. I remember I also played a game. It was called Revelation Demon Slayer or something. Which I didn't find out until like 2 years ago. It was a Shin Megami Tensei game. Yes, Revelations, the Demon Slayer. Revelations, the Dragon Slayer. One of those. How many fish have I caught? This fishing streams are not really about fishing. This may be your first time to a fishing stream. It's just about yapping. Okay, fine. I guess I will catch some fish. Let me center myself again. We grab this. And we do this. And go here. And then we actually fish. I've probably caught maybe 10 fish, maybe somewhere between 3 and 10. 4, maybe like 5 fish. I may have caught 5 fish. Okay, I definitely messed something up with my setup, because this thing right here is like my wall, and typically it's like a bit farther away than that. I'm not sure if I have to center myself in Steam VR or in real life. Okay, what if I did this? Okay, this is better. That's good. The Operation Rainfall games were kind of obscure, but not really. It sounds vaguely familiar. I don't know if I have seen it. But it does sound familiar. Played this obscure game, I think it's called Pocket Monsters. I think you're talking about Poketo Monster. It's a different game. You're pronouncing it incorrectly. Okay, it's an obscure Japanese game. Many people don't know the pronunciation. Beginning in 2011, it was designed as a push for the release of Xenoblade Chronicles, The Last Story, and Pandora's Tower. I do not know. I also remember there was a game called like a mole game. What was it called? Was it Mole Madness? There's a game on the Game Boy like Pocket, the regular Game Boy, where you played as a mole on Game Boy. Yeah, I played that game a lot. Was it Mole Madness? Mole Mania. Was it Mole Mania? I played that one. It was a cool game. Probably a lot of like, yeah, Mole Mania. I'm trying to like remember all the Game Boy games I had. Welcome, DX Nomad 59. There was a Bugs Bunny game that I played on the Game Boy. It was like a side view kind of game. I don't know. Oh, you know a game I played a lot as a kid? Tom and Jerry for the Genesis. That game was really hard. I don't think I ever got past the second level. It was like you were Tom or Jerry. I think you were Tom. And you were like in a big house in the second level. You had to dodge all the obstacles. Played a couple SpongeBob games. I don't think I've ever played a SpongeBob game. Oh wait, I heard the battle for Bikini Bottom was like a pretty good SpongeBob game though. Remember playing a lot of Super Mario Land? I also remember that. You ever look at Super Mario Land and like think, like those graphics were so small. How did anyone play that game? Mario was like 4 pixels wide or something. Maybe not 4, maybe like 8 pixels wide. But everything was tiny in that game. You got to like pilot a UFO. There's like some side-scrolling, like shoot 'em up sections. I remember. It was a cool game. A lot of cool games back then. What are some other games? I feel like a lot of these streams are just like, remember thing from 20 years ago? Remember a game? I remember a game. Majority of the games I played in my childhood were movie tie-in games. Shrek 2? Didn't Shrek 2, like, revolutionize some kind of rendering technology? Maybe it wasn't Shrek 2, but, like, I think one of the Shrek games, they, like, was it, like, deferred rendering or something? It's like a Wikipedia article. It's, like, it's a new advanced rendering technique first introduced in a Shrek game. And then everyone's like, whoa, what the? You know this thing that all modern gaming 3D rendering engines use now? They made that specifically for Shrek. It's kind of impressive though. Like imagine just like working on a movie tie-in game. It's like, oh yeah, you could simply just like reuse assets just using like, you know, use an existing engine. But then like they went all in. They're like, you know, this is not just gonna be a Shrek game. We're gonna invent a new style of rendering specifically for this obscure game that probably not that many people are even gonna play or care about. There's the honor Shrek, so true. I'm gonna look it up. After I catch this fish, I'm gonna look up that Wikipedia article. And then you'll be like, whoa, what the? I didn't know that. You're telling me Shrek did this. Shrek pioneered this technology. Okay, let's see. 4 damage on Wump. You see this? Okay, hold on. Okay, Shrek game rendering. Deferred shading. This article. Deferred shading is a screen space shading technique performed on a second rendering pass. Shrek. Advantages, disadvantages. Deferred lighting. Where's Shrek? Where's Shrek? History. Deferred shading as we know it today using G-buffers was introduced in a paper by Saito and Takahashi in 1990, although they too do not use the word deferred. The first deferred shaded video game was Shrek, an Xbox launch title shipped in 2001. Yeah, Shrek. Shrek video game. Gameplay. Plot. Development. Reception. Where's the rendering technology? The game was noted for being the first commercial title to make use of deferred shading. They wrote an advanced renderer without the constraints imposed by limited hardware, typically targeted by games aimed toward children, such as the need for software rendering as a fallback in low-end computers that lack a graphics accelerator. Truly revolutionary. 4? Yeah, 4 damage. I've never heard of this. How interesting. It's called deferred shading and rendering. Yeah, Shrek. You can thank Shrek for this. Probably a bunch of other stuff. There's probably a lot of things like that. You're like, oh, this thing that we know and use today was created for some obscure game. And no one even knows. But you know. Now you're aware. Now you can tell all your friends. It could be like, today I learned that Shrek was revolutionary. In many ways. Not simply for being a movie, but for being the first game to implement deferred shading. You know, for all the times I've been doing fishing streams, I don't think I've ever read the text that's on this cooler until now. It says, if I'm not fishing, I'm thinking about it. Why have I never stopped to read this? I've been playing this game for like hundreds of hours at this point. It really says a lot. We don't take the time to appreciate the things we're given. We just take it for granted. I will tell plenty friends and colleagues. Yeah, you could be like, oh, I learned today Shrek, he's great. Shrek, he's awesome. Remember Shrek? Alright, it's time to go to nighttime. Night mode. The devs for Shrek were eventually bought by what would become EA Dice. They do make some pretty looking games. What did they make? Did they simply make Call of Duty? That was my first Pokemon game. Pokemon Red. The original Pokemon. Red Edition. It was cool. Red, I'm so sorry to hear that. Why? It was good. It was a good game. It was a great game. Today I learned Shrek used to have fur until they invented deferred. I see what you did there, but that's wrong. He did not have fur, okay? He was never furry. Do you know those shorts that end with "Where did you learn this trick"? Tell them you learned it from Infrastructure Mike. I have never heard anyone say that. The only shorts that I ever see on YouTube, they always end in a way that makes a loop. You ever notice this? They're always like, they always end it with, and that's why. Because like the first line is like describing something, and they're like, and that's why this thing is the best, blah blah blah. That's stupid. I don't like that. Why are they so obsessed with making them loop so well? Yeah, like you're supposed to watch it repeatedly? I don't think so. You were blue pilled. You played Pokemon Blue. All the Pokemon games that I've played have always been like the first one. You know, typically when people say it, they always say red and blue. They rarely ever say blue and red. And same thing for like gold and silver. No one ever says silver and gold. I've always played, the Pokemon games have always been the first one in the names. So like I played red, I played gold, I played diamond, I played black. What was I'm missing one. What was before diamond? It was ruby. I played ruby. I played sun. I played heart gold. All of that. Battlefield games. Oh, I played Battlefield 1942. I thought that game was pretty good. I played the demo. Played Diamond, watched friends play Emerald. Us cool kids started with Yellow. Yeah, but then, like, you didn't get to experience the original. You know? The original game. Welcome, Chat Miser. Scratch that. My first Pokemon game was Colosseum on the Nintendo 64. Green version? No, I mean red and blue. Green didn't even exist in the US. Green is not even real. They made that up. Platinum. Sun is strictly worse than Moon. I don't know. I didn't really care. I no longer care about Pokemon games. Time or Darkness. Both. Neither. I thought it was cool that in Pokemon Yellow they had Pikachu follow you around. I don't know why that was so cool to me. Like, back in the day, if you had, like, any, like, NPCs that follow you around, I thought that was the coolest thing. I remember when I played, you know, it used to be called Dragon Warrior in the US, but Dragon Quest II, when you had like a party of 3 people, and they all followed behind you, I was like, yo, that's so cool. And also in Link's Awakening, at some point, I think like Marin followed you around or something. What was her name? Marine? She follows you around. I thought that was so cool. It's like, look, they're following my exact movements. That's so neat. Just something about it. It's like, wow, look at how dynamic this is. They officially released Green 8 years ago for a special edition release of the 2DS. In English? I don't remember that. Explorers of the Sky? I don't even know what that is. Link's Awakening, it is, in fact, such a good game. I also enjoyed Ocarina... Not Ocarina, what is it? Oracle of Seasons and Ages. That was good. They did have it on the eShop. What? In English? I don't remember this. If it could also say Pikachu with the Game Boy speakers. It must have been half the space of the cart. Yeah, that was impressive. That was like after... after that game, Pikachu no longer makes, like... you know, sounds like a regular Pokemon would. It just says Pikachu now, which is kind of messed up. Why does Pikachu get that treatment? Pikachu and, like, Eevee now, they have special voices. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Oh yeah, I've never played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I have heard that it's good, though. But I don't think I care enough to play another Pokemon game in my life. Ever again. Pikachu gets special treatment. Yeah, what's so special about Pikachu? He's just a rat. I mean, I guess rats are cool. No, it's a mouse. He's not even a rat. He's just a mouse. He's not even Pokemon number 1. He's Pokemon number 25. Pikachu's cute. He is, but they should have kept him fatter. Fat Pikachu. Everyone loves Fat Pikachu. I guess they did bring back Fat Pikachu in, like, Pikachu's Mega Evolution or whatever. Or Mega Form. What is it? Pikachu Gigantamax? That's what it was. Gigantamax Pikachu. You ever think there's too many systems going on? You got Mega Evolutions, you got Gigantamax, you got... I don't even know what else. You got Z moves. What else can they even add? Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is just a Mystery Dungeon game? I know. Clearly. Yo, is that a moving mouse emote? What is that? Whose mouse is that? Mouse at 7 walk? That's cool. Chunky Pikachu. Terrastillization? What? I don't even know what that is. Oh wait, is that the one where they change their type? It's like if something is water type, their terrestrialized form is like something else. You've got too much stuff happening. But then it's like they're in this weird situation where like they have to keep adding stuff or else people will be like, oh, there's no new mechanics in this Pokemon, that's messed up. But then the people that are just like starting out, they're like, there's too much stuff. Type changes. They seem to add one of those mechanics in each new gen to shake up the meta without having to change a bunch of old stuff. Yes. Welcome, Hamp. I don't know. There's too much stuff happening. I guess it's like power creep, right? It's like the old things get too boring and they're like, we gotta shake it up. We have to keep adding new systems. The new mechanics don't cross over much. I guess like within each game, right? Probably don't do that much. I don't know. There have been no megas for like a decade. What if they add new ones in the next game? I see the new mechanic in each game as like how each WoW expansion adds something super powerful that only works in that expansion. Oh yeah, it's like in Elden Ring. It's kind of how the Elden Ring DLC has things that only affect the DLC. The Scadu Tree Fragment or whatever. It's the same thing. I never thought about it that way. That's cool. Anyone playing a WoW nowadays? I feel like I never hear about people playing World of Warcraft anymore. It's all about Final Fantasy 14, at least with like the people that I follow. Maybe just because everyone I follow is weebs. World of Warcraft is like, it's a bit more of a normie game of people that do not really watch anime. No, that's not true. Like, normie in a different way. No, actually, that's not true. I feel like Final Fantasy XIV is probably more normie than WoW. I don't know. It was confirmed Megas in Pokemon Z type game. They Alco and Q play as WoW. Clunk. I haven't played it in 10 years, but you hear about things. I hear about, like, sometimes WoW Classic. Sometimes Graveweaver streams WoW. And I look at it and go, like, I don't recognize any of this stuff. I'll never not be angry at how badly they wanted Mega Evos to be a gimmick. Only stuck around as long as it did because of fans. I don't even know. Pokemon. They're out there doing a lot of things. You see, they started suing Palworld. I haven't actually read the document. But that's happening, Palworld. I don't know. Gen Z like things like Genshin. WoW probably looks too boomer for them. Maybe. It is pretty old though. Like, do they ever update the graphics for WoW? Like, surely when they make new expansions, they like add new graphics for like the new stuff. But do they ever go back and like change the old stuff? Cause like surely that game came out so long ago. Do the default like the character models, do they have higher poly versions now? Or is it the same as it was like 10 years ago? 20 years. Has it been 20 years? 15 years ago? It's been a while. Gen Z is into stuff like WoW and old school RuneScape. Are they though? No, they're into Dress to Impress in Roblox. Anyway, I'm gonna hydrate. And drink some water right now. Alright. Hydrated. Zoomies are all over the place. They did replace a lot of the character models a while ago, but there's probably a lot of old graphics. Yeah, it's like the ship of Theseus. If they replace all the models, is it still classic World of Warcraft? I don't know. Gen Alpha's into Roblox. Gen Z is older than people think. Yeah, well, Gen Z is also into Roblox. I know because many Gen Z streamers, VTubers, are playing Roblox. Fortnite, that's a thing. I don't know. Gaming. It does change over the years. People do be gaming. I'm sure there's some underlying spaghetti code that's been around for decades and nobody's willing to touch. Yeah, you know about the concept called Chesterton's fence? That's the term where you see a block of code and it has a bunch of comments that are like, don't touch this code unless you know what you're doing. It controls a very important part of the system. That's Chesterton's fence. That's a term. Do not touch unless you know what you're doing. It's real. Isn't Ham Gen Z? I don't see Ham dressing on Roblox. I didn't say every Gen Z does it. I'm just saying many of them do. Many. What is the cutoff year for millennials? I think I'm a millennial, right? What is the youngest age for a millennial? Like, are they all in their? That's the cutoff, 1997. What then? Wouldn't Ham then be a millennium? Those people, I don't know. It keeps changing all the time depending on the sources. Possibly true. I thought Ham is 27. Well, isn't that then still valid? Isn't that the cutoff year? 1997 excluded? Oh, I thought you meant included. I don't know. Well, that's like literally like the cutoff point. There's no definitive year. Why don't we all make it easier for everyone and have the cutoff be 99? I don't know. It is all kind of arbitrary. Yeah, look at that, 1996. Yeah, then he is millennial, given this very strict definition. So true. Yo, look at how big this fish is. It is not bigger than the largest one of these fish that we've seen, but it is bigger than this one. And we'll keep it. I'll keep both of these. Why not make everyone the generation of the year they were born in? But isn't that already a thing? Aren't they already in the generation of the year they're born in? Me who really can't remember that Ham is 1996, this interaction happens once every few months. This guy doesn't even remember numbers. It's like he doesn't even take notes on every person in chat. Why can't we just use the Japanese calendar system and say they're Showa or Reiwa? It is true. It is a true system. It is like kind of so arbitrary though. Like, who decides this? Who decides what is the cutoff point of Gen Z and Gen Alpha? It's like every few years. Let's start doing that now. You can. I saw a post one time that was like, you know, you can describe things in other countries based on the Japanese year system. and be like, oh yeah, the American Civil War was fought in the Meiji era, year 26 or whatever. That might not be the correct number, but like, you know, something like that. You're like, oh yeah, Columbus discovered America in, I don't know, whatever era. The 8th year of Angela Merkel. Just start describing everything. Just be like, yeah, we're back here. Everything back in history, whether or not it's Japanese. Just do it. Just describe things in a way compared to Japan. Heisei, baby. I don't remember any of the Japanese eras besides Reiwa, because Reiwa is the current one. When is the Showa era? Was that like the 70s? Is that the 70s? Is that Showa? What was the post-war era? Was that Showa? Not that it's official, but I feel like 09 is a good cutoff date to separate the Zoomies and Alphas. Showa. That's a long period. What? And that's kind of like impractical then, because like that's like a whole. It's like a 60-something year period. It's a long stretch of time. Impractical. Yeah, so people could be like, yeah, the American Civil War was fought during the pre-Showa era. 2012 is the cutoff. What? Reiwa does have the coolest name though. It is pretty cool. What was after Showa? The Heisei era. That's the Heisei era, and then Reiwa. Right? Welcome, Brooke. I recall the eras because Kamen Rider show generations are separated by eras. Heisei is 1989 to 2019. Okay. I would assume everyone here is Heisei era. Actually, I don't know. Should I assume then? That's a safe assumption to make. I feel like most people here are probably born in those years. What if there's someone who's older, though? There's someone who was born in 1987. Is anyone born in the 1980s here? Are you here today in the 1980s? That's right, today is the 1980s. You might have thought today is 2024. And actually, we've gone back in time. All I know is from Rail's 10-1 lyrics. Meiji era, Showa, Taisho, Heisei, Edo, the Edo period. What was that? This was a long time ago, right? Anyway, we don't really know. Do other countries have a thing like this? Where they name things based on these different eras? Is there a thing in Germany? It's like this one era is these years. Is there a thing in Britain? It's like the monarch years, like, oh, this is when Queen Elizabeth, you know, when Queen Elizabeth, I guess they would name them after the kings, probably not the queens. We don't do that. It might also be out of order just for the flow of the song. Yeah, they're tricking you. I'm sure there are countries that do that. Japan, for example. North Korea does. I didn't know that. What do? They name them after the leaders and when they were in power. It started at 0 and started counting up, I think. It's probably wrong. What? I don't know. Anyway, there's many things, many ways to categorize eras. You could even be like, oh, this is, I guess, like, I guess, the, like, what's it called? Like, the fact that our year is 2024, it's like, wasn't that based on, like, you know, when was perceived to be the birth of Jesus Christ or something? Just, they're just like, oh, this is year 0. This is before the Common Era, after the Common Era. What if there was oh yeah, pre-Unix Epic. This is the Amelia Watson era, and then in a few months or a few days it'll be the post Amelia Watson era. Times have truly changed. And then before 2019 it'll be the pre-Watson era. Classic. 3 moments. Reminds me I need to get back into those Joseon Dynasty era K-dramas again. 1392 to 1897, that's a long time. Don't remind me of what's to come. Well, you know, you gotta face reality, okay? She's not gonna be around forever. We don't know what she'll be doing afterwards. What if she makes her own VTubing agency? Because, like, I feel like that's possible, right? She has, maybe, like, she has, like, tech knowledge of setting up 3D things. She has, like, she can plan events and things like that. She's still affiliated with Holo. Yeah, but, like, you don't know the terms of her contract. I don't know. None of us truly know what's gonna happen. What if some of us do know? What if there's someone here that's like, well, actually I do know. She told me. She literally told me. I don't know. She'll still show up in events, I'm sure. No, yeah, she did say that she will. For some things. She'll be back. She's not gone forever. She will exist in some form. She's just out there living her life. She just pops up in random streams for a couple of seconds before disappearing like a cryptid. Maybe. I remember when last week I was like, oh, then what happens with the small Ame that shows up at in real life events? The mascot, small Ame. And she was like, I don't know, this is possible she could still show up because, you know, she's not technically graduated. You might still see small Amelia Watson out there. Next debut will have small Ame. I don't think so. I brought that up, I was like, wouldn't that be funny? But then I was like, there's no way. That's unrealistic. It will never happen. Anyway, things do be happening though. You will be living in a different era. And honestly, sometimes like you probably will not even really notice until they do like a big event with Hollow Myth that has just 4 of them and you're like, oh frick. This is when it hits. It's because, you know, you're like, oh, where's the 5th one? Where's the 5th member? They're not even here. Man. Truly a new age. It was the shortest 4 years, but so much crazy stuff happened. It's true. The entire, like, COVID thing, right? The start of their career was all during the COVID years. And everyone was indoors all the time. People could not go to Japan. Truly shaped the VTubing community. Anyway, I don't know what else. What else is going on? If I had a nickel for every blonde streamer stopping streaming in a first-generation wave of corporal, that's very specific. But yes, you are correct. That did happen twice, and they were both had emotes that were commissioned by me on their channel. I had some significance in both of their streams. Welcome, Michael. Is it because of me? Did I cause it? That is a common connection. So many Japan trips cancelled, so true. Could not even go. I'm so responsible. The most responsible person you'll ever know. Small Same debuting would be the bigger Luke theory. What is that? How are you, Wolfie? I'm doing well. If I had a nickel for every time my specifically detective theme Oshi graduated before the rest of their gen. So true! Yeah, even Pomu had a detective outfit. Pomu had one, Mista had one, Amelia Watson. Whose streams? Pomu Rainpuff and Amelia Watson. Small Same. Kamiyoshis of their respective corpos, even. They were there. They were truly pioneers. At least with you, they stick around for a while. What does that mean? You do be around. Anyway, you know one thing is very cool. MeTubers, they exist, okay? Even though they may not be around, they were around at some point. And you have good memories of them. And they may have caused you to improve yourself in some way or other. There's a theory that there are two Luke Skywalkers in Star Wars, one being slightly larger than the other. I have never heard of this theory. What the? Pomu was amazing, so true. She's in space now. She's out there spreading Pomufication to aliens. Distracted myself for a second. Parse this as how are you, that person. Yeah, how is this guy even Wolfie? To be honest, missing comma means that is what it's interpreted as. How are you, Wolfie? That is true. It does work. I remember specifically one notable thing, Amelia Watson. It's like the first time she asked me to do something for like the Thanksgiving stream, and then I spent the day working on it. And then she was like, I would like to pay you. And I'm like, no, I'll just do this for free. But then she was like, okay, that's fine. However, next time, make sure that you're compensated for your work because it is good work. And I'm like, you know what, Amelia Watson, you're so right. And then ever since then, I don't do these things for free anymore. Even though I would have done it, you know? People, they're just like, emotes, would you like to do emotes? I'm like, heck yeah, I would do it for free. But then I was like, remember what Amelia Watson said. I do in fact value my work now. So I'm like, okay, although I could say that I would do this for free. It's like, you know how like in Pokemon when you try to ride your bike indoors and it says like the voice of Professor Oak is like, there's a time and a place for that. It's like that. It's like when I would think of doing something for free and someone requested, I'm like, okay, what Amelia Watson, the voice of Amelia Watson rings in my head. She says, you deserve to be compensated for work. And then I'm like, alright, fine. Fine, I will not do this for free. Even though the money does not matter, I will not do it for free. Although I totally would have if she had not said that. So like all the other people that would have commissioned me, it's Ame's fault, okay? The fact that you have to pay me money is because of Amelia Watson. truly, the Wolfie butterfly effect is immense. In some ways, yes. For tax reasons, I would prefer to do this for free. That is also true, though. Because, like, if I do it and I have to, like, get paid for it, I have to, like, keep track of it. I gotta, like, pay some taxes on top of it. I don't know. For tax reasons. Complicating my taxes. And for what? Although, honestly, like, the money that I do for, like, the money that I get from my commissions is, like, probably small enough that if I were to omit it from my taxes, probably would not matter. However, you know, obviously you can't just be like, well, I'm just gonna exclude this because the value's not that much. I can't be committing tax fraud, even though if I did, no one would know. But I wouldn't. Government, if you're listening, I have never done that. I have always listed every commission, no matter how small the monetary value, because that is the thing you do as a citizen who is responsible for paying taxes. Yes. Welcome to Hanodan. The IRS demands the pennies on the dollar. Yeah. Welcome, Tin Tape. I'm excited for this to be in the semantic search app. So true. Look up Amelia Watson tax evasion, and this will be on there. Not that she has ever done that, but it's related, you know, semantically, in some ways, to this conversation. Also, another memory that I have is when... Have you ever seen Amelia Watson talk about Pomu Rainpuff? I don't think you have. I have, though. I have seen it. Okay, remember when I did emotes for Pomu Rainpuff? And then, sometime later, Amelia Watson was like, I like those Pomu emotes you did. Can you also make me some emotes? And like, I have never ever seen Amelia Watson ever acknowledge Pomu Rainpuff. But here she is. I have the evidence. I will not show it to you. But it's real. And it's out there. Ame is Pomu. So true. What if they're both in space? I mean, like, Ame does have a space outfit. She does go to space. Pomu Rainpuff, in her last stream, she went to space. Remember that? What if Amelia Watson is simply going outside to space to find Pomu Rainpuff, who is also a detective, by the way. They did both play Outer Wilds, that is true. A lot of similarities here. And Sana's there, so true. Space. Wow. Really makes you think. If Wolfie won't show it, can we really take his word for it? Yes, because I would not lie about these things. Imagine if I lied. There's no way. Wolfie would never lie. We are also in space, that is true. Everyone's in space. 3D space. Earth is in space, therefore we're on Earth and we're also in space. Would I ever lie on the internet? Never? No. I would never. And if I did, it would only be as a joke, okay? But I've never, so it doesn't happen. Earth is in space and so am I. It is true. We're all rotating right now. You might think you're standing still, but we are on Earth and Earth is constantly rotating. And by the transitive property, we are rotating. Can you rotate the space in your mind? Yes. I'm doing it right now. Anyway, what are some other fond memories of Amelia Watson that you can all share? Remember that time when she played Minecraft? And she built the railroad And she built the mob trap tower. Remember that one? That was good times. I remember. Welcome, Toshidaru. Earth is in space, but we are in Earth. No, we're on Earth. I don't know, maybe you might be in Earth, but I'm on Earth. Maybe some people live underground and they're in Earth. I know Small Ame the game was a fun one. I remember that. Classic Kevin Cow game. Small Ame. Super chat readings with blah 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 playing. Oh, I remember that. Those were good times. That was great. Oh, she should do that. You'd think of like all the things that she used to do that she doesn't really do that much anymore. She should play. Today was a good day. KK Slider Edition. She used to. Yo, what if she ends? I guess she can't technically end with that because it's like copyrighted music. But like, what if she had? What if she had the Bubblebot Twitch channel playing in the background, and then the real people know she's playing that song as her last moment today? I feel like many people would cry. They would listen to that, they'd be like, no, this is the song that when the super chat readings end, she played this song, and then she plays it and everyone cries and she's gone. Remember when Ame did the puppet show Spelling Bee? That was so recent though. The rats live in Earth. It's true. There's a race of people trying to submit music before chat closes. I remember one time I actually got to submit a song. And everyone liked it. It was specifically a song titled Breakdown by Michael Kaneko. And I played and I was like, that's the song I requested. And then I tweeted about it. And then I think the artist disabled comments on the video because maybe he saw that like a VTuber fan posted about it and he's like, oh frick, here we go. People are gonna start commenting on the video with cringe, like, oh, who sent you here? It's always a thing with like when people find a video from like a popular streamer or user, they always flood the comments with like, who's here because of this guy? Haha, upvote if you're here because of this person's stream. And stuff like that. Anyway, the artist disabled comments. But then a few months later he turned them back on. So I don't know if it's because of me. But that happened. My strongest Ame memory is her telling a story about how she saw a kid lose a finger because of shopping cart shenanigans. That sounds scary. A lot of events that she has told us about. You would pour your life out there. Where? On the streams? Spelling Bee was good. Remember when Watson announced her retirement? I remember. That was last week. Literally a week ago. Remember when Ame got a small version? I remember. Do you remember when Amelia Watson posted... I don't even know how to describe this in a way that doesn't sound weird. But it was like... Remember when they were teasing the small model debuts? And then she was like pretending to be pregnant, and then she posted like small Ame like exiting from, you know, when people are pregnant, you know. That was a really weird moment. I was like, what the frick? Amelia Watson, are you okay? Remember that? I remember that. I'm sure it was a surprise getting caught off guard before realizing it was harmless. Wait, what was? What was the surprise? Retirement. Classic moments. Remember that time when Amelia Watson existed? Breaks. Oh yeah, the song. It was a good song. One thing I really remember was her Thanksgiving special. In her first or second year, she had a cute parade. Yeah, that's where the small Ame was officially acknowledged. That was the first time. That's when I was asked to draw something. Yeah, and then she was given a gun. I remember that. A lot of good moments to remember. So Matt Twitter got rid of fleets. Yeah, I feel like not that many people use Twitter fleets. Of the people that I followed, Ame used them quite a bit. I posted one every day. I feel like Pomu might have posted once or twice. She had the festival outfit and didn't reveal feet first. I don't remember that stream. Oh, that's the one where she had like the fish on her head, right? The fish in the bag. Do I take commissions? I do not. I only accept commissions for very specific individuals and corporations. If you are Amelia Watson or Pomu Rainpuff or Mint Phantom or Denchi VTube Studio or Cover Corporation, I think that's pretty much it. It's like the only place. Or Pixiv. Pixiv, the company in Japan. Those are some things. I still don't know what fleets are. Fleets? It was like Instagram stories. It's like Twitch stories. They like, you post them and they expire in like a day. A lot of vertical images. Cole is Pomu. It is true, we're all Pomu, but I will not accept commission requests from anyone. The original Pomu, okay? I know we're all Pomu, but there's an original Pomu. And that's different. Line Stickers Volume 3 when? I don't know. It's so much effort. Like, you gotta make 24 entire animations and like... I don't even know if I've done 24 animations in like the last 3 years. It's been so long. Would I take commission from local municipal transit authority? I don't know. I would have to think about it. I might. If for whatever reason the New York City Metropolitan Transit Authority would like to commission me, sure, maybe. Maybe I would. I'm probably mentioning this because of Bart, right? Bart, the San Francisco one, they probably... I mean, I wouldn't do it for Bart because I don't live there, but... New York, sure. Why not? I brought it up in the past. Ame responding to my comment in one of her early streams showed me they do try to reach out even though it flies by so fast full of viewers. It is pretty surprising, like when a streamer has a chat that's really fast and they do read your message. It's kind of cool. It's like, yo, they noticed my message between all these other ones. That's cool. Even if it wasn't a super chat. It kind of reminds me of those Tokyo Metro adverts with anime characters on them. Maybe. Bart Simpson, yeah, Bart Simpson from San Francisco. Bailey t-shirt. Anyway, that's cool though. There's good times. Good times out there. Classic Ame moments. Remember the time when I don't know, what else did she do? When she was the voice of the Paladins announcer for the hit game known as Paladins. Yeah, when she landed in the Sun Station in that game, Outer Wilds. That was fun. Remember that time when she was playing video games? Remember that? Finish Outer Wilds. Maybe I do have Outer Wilds. I don't know if I ever have the time to play it, but maybe someday. A lot of things happen. Remember that time when they did Minecraft roleplay literally a month ago, or 3 weeks ago. That was good. It's great. What else did she do? It's a lot of things. A lot of accomplished history. 3D Studio. VR chat stuff. Truly going to miss out on a legend. One of the legends of all time. The Lote. The legend of all time. Loading. No one ever says that. Remember when she debuted and said, "Hi, I'm Amelia"? Did she say that? I don't think she said that. Paladins. Remember when the Statue of Ame in the first Minecraft server had dirt blocks? I remember that. Do you think she'll ever go back to the original Minecraft server? Would that be cool? Probably not. It's not on her schedule. She was hyper. I remember actually, yeah, I remember specifically. Amelia wasn't, like, during debut, I thought she was really weird. I mean, not to say that she's not weird, but, like, I was like, oh, this is, like, I don't know, this is a bit much. It's kind of excessive. I don't know if I'm a fan of this. But then, you know, later it's revealed that they were all, like, really sleepy. They've been sleep deprived for, like, forever. Preparing for debut. And then I remember specifically when she did the first, like, chatting stream where people ask questions, and then she, like, mentioned out of nowhere that she used to eat sand as a kid. I was like, holy frick, I gotta draw this. It's the first time in, like, a long time that I'd seen something and thought, like, I have to draw this. Like I'm legally obligated. Not legally, but, like, I just very much want to draw this. And then I drew it before the stream was over. That was the first time I drew Ame, just her eating sand. I'd assume it's also pretty nerve-wracking. It is, right? Like, you don't expect that many people. Like, they've mentioned it many times. They didn't know how successful Hololive EN would be. And then they're like, holy frick, that's a lot of people. Sandwich. That was Antechamber? I remember that. It was Please Do It at Home series of Tokyo Metro where they teach train manners in one-panel comic format. That sounds vaguely familiar. Sandwich. Remember that sand right there? Sand. It was good. Weeps together strong. Yeah. A lot of good times. A lot of good times to remember. Sand Undertale. I feel like I showed it to you one time a while back. I don't know. I don't remember it exactly. I remember when she talked about reading BL of TF2 characters. I remember. Classic Team Fortress 2 play. Oh, they're playing TF2, right? This week. It's on everyone's schedules. They're gonna play a bunch of Valve games. I'm sure TF2 is on there. That's cool. I love TF2. It's a great game. Deadlock. They could play Deadlock. Yo, what if they played and then, like, they queued with Northern Lion? Wouldn't that be so cool? If Fauna was in the collab and she was playing Deadlock, and Northern Lion happened to be playing Deadlock at the same time. There's like a non-zero possibility that they're in the same stream. Wouldn't that be so cool? Like, unintentionally? It's like that one time, remember when I was playing Splatoon? And, like, I happened to be in the same lobby as some Niji Sanji EN players? Where, like, Selen was there, Shu was there. Like, I wasn't even trying to stream snipe them, I just happened to be in the same lobby. And then everyone in my chat was like, oh, look at that's the real Selen. I was like, that's not the real Selen. And then people were like, no, she's literally streaming right now. Selen killed you. I remember that. Classic time. I'm sure there were people thinking like, oh, look at this Wolfie guy just trying to stream snipe. Can't believe it. He's trying trying to get all the attention on him by stream sniping and just having the streamers call out his name. No, I was literally just playing. I didn't even know they were streaming. I was like, you're telling me Selena's playing Splatoon? There's no way. But she was. You all remember that. You all were here. Many of you. It was good times. Remember that one time that was in a Mario Kart lobby? And Gura was there, and then Gura bumped into my cart in Mario Kart. And she was like, she said Wolfie? I remember that. Remember when streamer said my name specifically? Classic. I remember when I was watch a Corgi VTuber and you were there? I was there. You don't remember that? I remember. I wonder if I could find it. If I search for like Gura Mario Kart Wolfie, would that show up? Would that be there? Probably. YouTube, Google, okay. Gura Mario Kart Wolfie. Is that there? Is that, you think it's gonna be there? Video? Oh, look, that's me, I drew this. I drew these things. I probably won't find it. It was when she was playing with her artist, right? What was her name? Something Amashiro, was that her name? I don't know. Nacho Neko, yeah. Famous Splatoon and Mario Kart stream sniper. That's me. Anyway, I can't find it. There was like a Korean clip of it though. And I don't know how to type Korean, so I can't search it. Oh, is it this one? It was this one. Wait, why would this show up if Wolfie... I guess, I don't know, it's there. Watch on YouTube? Members Gartic Phone. Yo, I remember when Kiara specifically invited people to play Gartic Phone? And I was invited, I was there. I remember. Anyway, it's probably in this video. I don't know. A lot of cool moments like that. Splatoon 3 was pretty fun. And now it's over. Remember Splatoon 3? The last Splatfest? I didn't even know it was happening until it ended. And then I logged in hoping that I would be able to play at least. But then it was like over. It's messed up. Why didn't they wait for me? For me specifically, for the Splatfest. They should have done it. Maybe someone timestamped it? Probably. But I don't need to see it. I remember it in my head. That's all that matters, really. What else? What else is there to talk about? Is it time to do some connections, perhaps? Anyone do today's connections? Spoilers, by the way, anyone who has not done connections, this is your time to leave. Today's connections is fricked. Okay. Tape. 3-peat. Hat trick. Home run. Royal paint. Drop cloth. What the heck? Triple crown. 3-peat. Trifecta. Hat trick is when you do something 3 times. Trio of sports achievements. Soapbox derby, roller derby, demolition derby, Kentucky derby. No, but so home run derby, roller derby, not soapbox. What? Soapbox derby, is it not roller derby? Demolition, probably not demolition derby, right? I'm stupid. What am I missing? Something derby. Is it not roller derby? Demolition? Not Kentucky. Oh, I thought Kentucky derby was a thing. Okay, well we're wrong. No, don't show me. Don't show me. I don't want to see that. Okay, I'm gonna play this again in an incognito window. I know I've lost, but I just want to know what it was. Okay. Triple Crown, hat trick, three-peat, trifecta. Okay, so Home Run Derby, Roller Derby, Demolition Derby. It was not that though. I excluded Kentucky and it was not that. It's not this. Home Run Derby, Roller Derby, Kentucky Derby, Demolition Derby. It's not that apparently. Okay, let me see what else there is. If it's not those, tape, paint, things when you are painting something. Tape, you use painter's tape. Roller, paint, roller, roller. Tape, paint, drop cloth, things to use when you are painting a thing. Needs for painting a room. Okay, so it's Soapbox Derby, Demolition Derby, Kentucky Derby, Home Run Derby. Sprouts, broil, wings, cheesesteak. I don't know. Food. Food named after cities. Food named... Philly cheesesteak? Buffalo wings? What are the other two? Sprouts? Broil? I don't know. I would not have gotten that one. Anyway, that's connections. I feel like I could have gotten this. If I had not focused so much on the derby stuff, I could have gotten it. Oh, Brussels sprouts. Then what's broil? Broil? Is there like a thing that tells you? Broil. Cheesesteak. What? Anyway, whatever. That's it for connections. We had good times here today on this London broil. I don't know if I've heard of that. London broil. Sure, why not? Anyway, what else is there to talk about? For 5 minutes. If you were a streamer and you had 5 minutes to talk about something before ending your stream, what would it be? What would you mention? The good times. Today's Strand, I don't really feel like doing it though. Time dilation. Time, just like Amelia Watson, time. The detective who controls time. New streamers I followed. Did I follow new streamers? Okay, what are some new streamers I followed? I have followed Hamela Hampter. I have followed Vacuously, but the O is a 0. I have followed up. What the frick is this? September is the best time to buy a discounted recurring sub. Ends October 1st. September is ending, y'all. Wait, I got a gifted sub to someone. I've never seen their channel. So welcome Alice, the Alhoon. September is ending soon. Here's my stream schedule for the week recap. I do that when I'm sending the raid though. Let's bury the bug. Where? That's not bury that. Oh, this is buried. Yes, that's a berry bug. The streamers that I have followed recently. Craft Economy. That's there. She raids sometimes. Dan Giesling, Graveweaver. Oh, these are from a while ago. I feel like I haven't followed that many people lately. So, I don't know. Easiest way to check... No, I can see them. They're literally right here. Welcome, Olayi. Here's people that I am following who are streaming right now. If you wanted to watch streamers who are streaming, you could also check this list of people. I am not necessarily following these people, but these are people that are recommended by my algorithm. There's a lot of people here. I know of many of these people. Ken Ashcorp. Isn't that the guy who sings? This is the guy who sings the music. He's out there. Giga. Oh, Giga's here. There's XQC. You might recognize XQC. I do not follow him, but he is streaming. A lot of people. Just out here today. ChocoJax is not streaming. Mention of Dan. Am I aware of the Dungeon Keeper of Cerso's Dungeon? Yes, Dan Giesling's clip channel. I am aware. I've been recommended some videos, but I have not watched them. But they do exist. Anyway, that's pretty much it, I guess. I might as well end my stream here. It is that time. Let's see what day it is, though. He seems oddly familiar, don't know who. Is it someone that is known? You're telling me Cerso's Dungeon Keeper is someone? Is it me? Am I that guy? Yo, it's National Lobster Day? Binge Day, German Butterbrat Day, Math Storytelling Day, and Cooking Day, Comic Book Day. Wealthy is? That's not me. It's just the librarian again? Is it though? I don't think it is. There's no way. Because why would he do that and also post Dan clips on his own channel? Ooh, Quesadilla Day. Roadkill Day, Yoga Fit Day, Dream Day, a bunch of people's birthdays, Mark Hamill's birthday, Will Smith's birthday, raiding into people playing Xenoblade X on National Lobster Day would be funny. Why? Did they talk about lobsters? Let's do National Lobster Day raid, maybe? You can post relevant emoji, if there are any. There's probably a lobster emoji. I will raid someone. The question is who? Who will I raid? The game has a quest of collecting 100 explosive lobsters. Why would they do that? Why would they be exploding, though? Alright, let's raid Zoiteki. Zoiteki was here today as well, recently. Sure, why not? Let's raid. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. I will be back on Friday, most likely, with some good old Stitch and Picross. And then on Saturday, I will be streaming some variety games. I gotta find more H.io games to play, so I don't know which ones. I will look for them, and I will play them. And that's it for this week. Lobsters. Classic lobsters. Anyone eating a lobster today? What emotes do I have? Wait, someone gifted me a sub to someone. I want to see what emotes they have. Got this one, we got these ones. What is this? That's an emote. I have one from an acquaintance. What, a lobster? Oh, a game. I don't know. Sure, why not? You could link it. I may or may not check it out. Feel free to post it. And if it's bad, then it's your fault. Anyway, I'm gonna leave. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.